Hello, Bruce Kittle here with the Hidden Pearls podcast with a Mindful Monday. Hope you're doing good. My friend here is joining me. I just celebrated my 39th wedding anniversary, so shout out to wife Jan. How you doing? Partner, longtime friend, and all that kind of stuff. So these are the flowers arranged for that occasion. So anyway, and I was back into Iowa for a wedding of my godson and nephew, and so that was pretty enjoyable. So we had a great time. So love is in the air, I guess. So just sharing that with you guys. And today we're going to take a look at time travel through mindfulness and meditation. So stay tuned for that. Just because I'm back in Iowa City where I went to college, spent a lot of years coming back and forth over those years with kids, without kids, after kids, all that stuff. And just some of the lessons around some of that. So we're going to take a peek at that. So anyway, if you want to get comfortable, whatever that means to you, if you're able and want to do so, you can kind of work on closing your eyes a little bit, settling in. And let's take some 4 cleansing breaths just to get us started. So thank you for joining me. So we're going to inhale in. And just hold for a count, and then full exhale out through the mouth. Very nice. Here we go. And really concentrate. Try to really fill up. So expand those lungs. Fill up your belly. Just really the whole chest and stomach cavity. Just really inhale that whole thing in and fill. If you need a little bit longer than I'm going, take it. It's all good. Let your breath do the work. All right, so as you're getting comfortable, if you're seated, whether it's in a chair, on a cushion, just your back kind of straight, not too tight or rigid, but just alert. If you're laying down, that is great as well. So whatever means comfortable for you, so take care of that. Just as we're settling in, just make sure you're stepping into this space. Sometimes I think of it actually as a doorway. And I'm stepping into my meditation and mindfulness space. I'm trying to be really intentional about what I bring in here with me. So we typically do that kind of inventory. So just feel free, though, to set things down at the door as you come in, like you take your shoes off before you go into the yoga room or the studio. Same can be said for kind of your busy mind, if that is going on. If you're carrying or wearing a lot of emotions, or energetically just feel burdened, this is a time and a place. Just acknowledge that. You're not really trying to fight it or resist it, but just don't have to carry it for the next 10 minutes. And check in on your body. As you're settling into your breath, we're just noticing what's tight. There might be pain, there might be discomfort. You might not feel any of those things. You might feel strong today, energetic, whatever that is. Again, no right or wrong, no bad or good. We're just being aware of what's in our body. What's our body telling us? How does our body feel? What can we learn from our body? How can we pay attention to that body more? To nurture and care for it as it has for you over all these years. So then just with specific intent, being clear about the energy and whatever else you're bringing into this space with us, let's do our triangle breath. So I'm going to fill up really big, and it usually takes me a 10 count. We'll just do 8, and then we're going to hold for 8. Let's go 6, 6, and 8, sorry. Inhale for 6, but nice long full one. Hold for 6, and we'll exhale for 8. All right, and we'll just triangle that up if you need a little bit more, but again, we're really trying to fill up that inner chest cavity. So let's do 3 of these. So we're inhaling, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhaling, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhaling, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So now just really settling in and being aware. Focus first on just returning to your breath, feeling the breath come in, feeling the breath go out. And we're just going to take a couple minutes of quiet. I'll ring the bell every minute or so, and just staying present on whatever your focal point is. So it could be a body part, could be your breath, could be the AC fan kicking in, whatever that is for you. And just staying with that as best you can, and then recognizing when your mind takes off. And just all we're really trying to do is be aware of that moment that it tries to take off, and say thank you, and then stepping back to your focal point. So let's do that. So I just invite you to come back to my voice, and we're just going to do a little, like I said, time portal travel. So I've been back to Iowa City, where I went to college, and like I said, lived on and off over the years many times. And I have a lot of versions energetically of myself running around this city. And I went for a bike ride yesterday and kind of cruised past some of the old haunts, and a lot of those memories kind of came back, and could see myself then. So what I want to do is just invite you to pick a time and a place where you have some memories, And it doesn't have to be bad memories. It could be really, pick something that's fun and good memories. Just some time ago. And just kind of see yourself and connect here for a second with that self. Who were you then? What were you about? What were your intentions? And again, this is not about critique or judgment or beating ourselves up. It's just looking back. It could be just a super great time. So that's all good. And what I want you to invite yourself to do is, I was doing this a little bit yesterday, is just one, we recognize, of course, that it reminds us that the stages of our life and the times of our life are not permanent. And the older we get, the more aware we are of how fast those kind of moments, those windows, those portals, they open and close pretty quickly. And then in those moments of our life, we have opportunities to take certain paths. And we ultimately do choose or select a path, but there is also the path not traveled. And it just, the non-permanence deals with those too, because they're not always available. And if we pass them up, they're not things that you can always go back to. So thinking about that self in those moments, wherever that place is in time, what would your current self want to say to that former self? Maybe what questions might you have for that former self? And if you go back and stand in the shoes of that former self, what information, if you could have shared with your current self, what would that be? What reminders, suggestions, or tips might there be? And your current self, what might you want to say to that former self? Maybe it's a big thank you, or maybe it's, why'd we do this? Maybe it's offering forgiveness for something done or not done. Just helping that former self and your current self be a bit more in balance and be a bit more aligned. And then I guess collectively, just to give you a moment to think about the next future self, because there's another future self coming. And that future self will look back on this moment and those prior moments and may have the same questions or thoughts. And so energetically, what do you want to project into the future for that future self? What would you say to that future self 1 year, 3 years, 5 years from now? What lessons could you share from life experiences, hopes and dreams, opportunities taken or not? So just sharing those lessons, those pieces of information. So let's take 3 cleansing breaths here just to kind of cleanse that out, and just a reminder, whether it's the past, current, or future, just release anything that's not serving you, doesn't help you, you don't want to carry anymore. So here we go. We're going to inhale. Exhaling out through the mouth and letting it all go. And one more. Well, thanks for joining me on a little time travel. Hope you are well. I wish you the very best this week as you go forward. Remember to smell the flowers and to share and tell the people that are around you that you care about them, that you're grateful for them, and that you love them. Have a super great week.